Okay. Welcome in, everyone, to another episode of Commander's Franchise. If you're new to this channel and not watching this live, I'll put the timestamp down in the description below for when the gameplay actually starts. In the meantime, give me another 30 seconds or so to finish setting up my stream. Okay, so we are streaming back-to-back days for the first time in I don't even know how long. Life's kind of gotten the better of me lately, but in yesterday's stream we dropped a bit of a heartbreaker to the New Orleans Saints. We lost by a final score of 27-28. We just made too many mistakes. That's ultimately what it comes down to. We had a field goal get doinked, went off the upright. That's 3 points on the board. We also fumbled in Saints territory that I believe they turned into a field goal, so that's a 6-point swing right there. We, of course, scored a late touchdown in the fourth quarter, decided to go for two and go for the win, and we failed. So, not a great start. Overall, I was pretty satisfied with how our offense did yesterday. Sam Howell played a pretty good game, and he played injured on top of that. Jonathan Tolliver had a good game. Our receivers overall had a good game. Our defense, not so much. We let Will Levis, who's the Saints quarterback in this universe, kind of throw all over us. So, got to improve our defense here. But unfortunately, we are going up against a very good Dallas Cowboys team. And it's a rivalry game. Let's see what the media has to say. You're facing a bitter rival in the Cowboys this week, and limiting the impact of Micah Parsons must be a top priority. How will you stop him? Do I praise him, challenge him, or talk trash about the Cowboys? Sure, we'll praise him. I mean, it's Micah fucking Parsons, who in real life actually just requested a trade along with Terry McLaurin. So two guys we will see in this game. Cowboys' best defender and our best offensive player. Would love for them to end up on the Patriots, either of them. Probably more Terry McLaurin than Micah Parsons, but anyways, let's take a look at this Cowboys roster. They do have a very good team. The Cowboys have given us a lot of fits in the history of this franchise. They still have Dak as their quarterback. I believe he was a superstar X Factor the last several years. But now he's down to superstar dev, still an 88 overall, so very good quarterback. Tony Pollard still kicking around with the team. He's an 85. CeeDee Lamb, superstar X Factor, 99 overall, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him. Zaire Wilson, he's given us some troubles recently. He's an 81 overall, and they have Devin Duvernay as well, an 80. Addison Miller, fourth-year man out of TCU. He's given us some fits too, superstar X Factor. And old friend, Darnell Washington. We acquired him from the Steelers, and then we traded him last year. I can't remember what team we traded him to. It wasn't the Cowboys. But he's an old friend, and he's on the Cowboys now. Tyler Smith at left tackle, he's an 85. Aaron Banks at left guard, he's a 78. Tyler Baedes is their center at a 78. Ben Gaines, a second-year man at the Ohio State University. He's a 78 overall as well. And Caleb McGarry, a 77 overall. So overall, a pretty average offensive line. As we take a look at their defense, Isaiah McGuire's injured, so we'll see Raphael Newell, fourth-year man at Oregon. He's only a 70, but on the other edge, they have Micah Parsons, 99 overall, superstar X Factor. Mozzie Smith and Jermaine Whitfield, a rookie out of Oregon. He's a 77 overall. Their linebacker core, they have Brian Aragon, made-up player, fourth-year man out of Ohio State, but he's given us some problems before, as has Leighton Vander Esch, who, of course, retired, I believe, a couple years ago for medical reasons, but he's still kicking around. And they have Damon Clark at the other off-ball linebacker position. Trayvon Diggs, superstar X-Factor corner, 96 overall. Martin Melvin, third-year man at BYU. He has superstar dev. And Caleb Farley, with the Cowboys now. He's a 78. Malik Hooker at one safety. He's an 83. And Von Bell at the other safety. He's a 79. Darren Kramer, fourth-year man out of North Carolina, is their kicker. And Brad Ritchie, second-year man out of Rutgers, is their punter. So this is a pretty good Cowboys team. You know, they have a lot of star power. So we jump into our weekly strategy. Yeah, I feel like we have to defend the medium pass. We need to, we need to make sure CD Lamb doesn't absolutely cook us. Dak's a good quarterback. CD Lamb's an unbelievable receiver. They do, unfortunately, have other options, but I think defending the medium pass is going to be our best course of action here. Now, as far as offensively, what do I want to do? We need to neutralize Micah Parsons. Now, Micah Parsons is going to be rushing the passer, I'm assuming, on every snap. I know he'll play some off-the-ball linebacker in real life occasionally. Not sure if he'll do that in Madden. We're going to go blitz counter. Fuck it. And actually, so one thing I want to do, I gotta go to player health. I'm gonna go split for a couple positions, and the reason why, split. So we were without Chase Young last game, who of course is a superstar X factor for us, and we were without Rayshawn Nash, our superstar tight end. Both got injured in practice that week. They were both not able to play, so they did have short-term injuries, so I'm going to do split reps for them because I don't really feel like having them not be able to play. And right away I see a broken finger for D'Angelo Michaels, one of our rotational linebackers, a second-year man. He's been very good, albeit in a limited sample, so losing him definitely sucks, but probably not as big of a loss as losing Chase Young or Rayshawn Nash. Okay, and we're clean on the offensive side. So D'Angelo Michaels is our only injury. We did also lose Tyler Wise, one of our starting defensive tackles. So I'm going to have to go to our depth chart real quick. So our starting defensive tackles are still Jonathan Allen, and Levi Onwuzurike will be getting the start now. Do I want Leslie Terry to get more snaps, or do I want to give Martin Christmas, our rookie, a bit of a chance here? I think I'm going to give Martin Christmas a chance to shine. Leslie Terry will still be in for nickel packages. So our linebacking core will be Kenneth Murray, Leslie Terry, Kalike Hudson, and Martin Christmas. All right, I think we are ready to go. I'm going to play around with our uniforms. We're going to go full maroon today, or full burgundy. Sorry if there's any Washington fans that are really passionate about their color scheme. Four touchdowns in week one for Dak Prescott. So, yeah, I know a lot of people love to hate on the Cowboys. But listen, why would I hate on an irrelevant team? Anyways, Joey Sly set to kick things away. And off we go in our all burgundy uniforms. And Joey Sly kicks this, and it's fielded about 8 yards deep in the end zone. Cowboys will start off their first drive at the 25. And here comes the offense, led out by Dak Prescott. We saw his numbers from last week, or his season stats. 307 yards and 4 touchdowns in his first game of the 2027 season.
Right at the start of the year, awfully impressive. Looking to pass first play.
Dak with a quick throw, and that is complete. Devin Duvernay picks up 5.
2nd and 5.
I have Myron Murphy in right now at defensive tackle.
The snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were
Get called for a false start there. We'll take it. All right, so Myron Murphy's actually in at one of the defensive tackle spots. We're going to roll with it, though. See what he looks like. And wide open is Zaire Wilson, and he picks up a first down and then some. There is a flag on the play. And it's going to come back. So back-to-back plays with a penalty for the Cowboys. It's going to be 2nd and 20 now.
That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And this is going to be a give to Pollard. He slips out of a tackle by Cameron Curl, and he's able to maybe pick up a yard. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 19. Dak looking, still looking, and he's going to throw this one away. Incomplete, and our defense ends up forcing a 3-and-out. And Devontae Miller is going to be back to return the punt. And from about the 30-yard line, he will return it, and he has some space, and a nice return by Devontae Miller gets us just shy of midfield. And here comes the Commanders offense led out by Sam Howell, wearing the gold captain's patch. Pretty good game in week 1. 221 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, but we ended up losing that game.
No mistake about it. He was eager to get right back out and do it again, so I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And this pass is going to be complete. That's Mitch Crawford, our backup tight end, and he ends up picking up 14 yards on our first offensive play of the game.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked off.
First carry for Jonathan Tolliver, and he has a nice hole. Jonathan Tolliver picks up 9. If you take a look at his numbers last week, 22 for 102 and a touchdown. Tried giving him the potential game-winning 2-point conversion, was unable to punch it in.
Nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 1.
There you go, play action here. And this pass down the middle, it's complete to Terry McLaurin for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin finds the end zone for the 2nd straight week. And we strike first, 6-0. Nice pass from Sam Howell there, under pressure.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week.
And Joey Sly for the PAT.
How about the pace he's already established, right?
And it is up, and it is good, 7-0.
Because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds. If they can.
And the Cowboys will start their 2nd drive at the 25, hoping for better results than the 3-and-out they had on their first drive.
Measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally.
This is a play fake, and down goes Dak. It's Chase Young.
This game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra.
Chase Young making his season debut after missing week 1 due to a injury that he suffered in practice.
Work to be done
This is a quick pass to Zaire Wilson, and he's brought down by Jalen Watson after a gain of 5.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball.
3rd and 11 here. And that pass is going to be hauled in by Addison Miller, their tight end. We were usering Leslie Terry right there. Couldn't jar the ball free, and the Cowboys pick up a first.
3rd down. I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run straight.
Another give to Pollard. He picks up 5.
Numbers for Pollard last week. 17 carries, 77 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and the reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
Another give to Pollard, and Pollard ends up making a move, and he picks up a 1st down and plenty more out past midfield to the 45.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Another give to Pollard, and he has a big hole once again, picks up 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Next receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so...
Another give to Pollard, and a missed tackle there before being brought down by Cameron Curl, but not before picking up the first.
Pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Another play fake and a terrible pass by Dak, but the adjustment by Wilson, and he scores.
A great effort there.
What the fuck was that play, man? He was running a post. He's running a post route. I read it, and then the pass, he just stops on a dime. And then we can't make the tackle. That was a stupid fucking play. We read it perfectly.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty.
That wasn't a well-executed post route.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
That was a stupid play, man.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Connor Highsmith to return this one. We're going to just take the touchback.
We'll bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking
Tolliver again.
Defense, they were very frustrated.
Picks up 7.
It's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Little trap play here, but Tolliver is brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And in order to improve their ranking and play the kind of game that they want, they've got to continue to make plays like
And Tolliver makes the catch out of the backfield all the way down to the 44 for the 1st down. Getting it done as a runner and as a receiver. We're going to take him out of the game, though, as we don't want to drive him to the ground. Zonovan Knight, who looked pretty good in a smaller sample last week, will come into the game.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Give to Knight. Zonovan Knight has a nice hole, and he picks up a first down, some change, but Mike Gerard's injured. Our star left tackle, and he's heading to the locker room. That's not good.
In some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's another give to Knight. Nice cutback lane. Zonovan Knight. 2 carries going for 10-plus yards. And he has a dislocated shoulder. Chris Murray will come into the game. All right. So we're getting banged up by injuries. I also need to adjust my depth chart, apparently.
Created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Try a screen here. And it gets blown up. Knight wasn't able to get out there.
And they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Powell.
That's a quick pass complete to Devontae Miller. And he picks up 8. Gonna put Tolliver back in.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing
3rd and 2
yards to gain the first here.
Tolliver again, and he just picks up the first.
Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it.
There's Tolliver again, and got flag on the play.
2nd down.
And we get an illegal block in the back on Luke Cole, our rookie wide receiver.
Accepted it and backs the offense up a little bit. Throwing here, Howell.
And we get sacked. No one was open.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Tell you what,
And it's 2nd and 24.
to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Now Howell.
And a pass is complete to Terry McLaurin. He picks up a nice chunk of yardage. A gain of 22, and now it's 3rd and 2. I like the way this looks. We're going to snap this before the end of the first quarter. Tolliver up the middle and inside the 10 to the 9, and that's how the first quarter will come to an end. We're tied up at 7, but we are driving, and we have a goal-to-go situation.
Our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Tolliver again. Gets it to the 6.
Maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Not loving any of these plays.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And Howe will throw it.
And Devontae Miller can't make the catch. He got stuck.
Now you got 3rd and goal coming up, but couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Howell.
And the pass is knocked away. Incomplete. Looking for Luke Cole.
It's incomplete.
And we're going to have to settle for the field goal here.
An example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him.
A little chip shot field goal by Joey Sly does give us the 10-7 lead.
Knocking that pass away.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field
And the
goal.
Cowboys will start off their next drive at the 25 as well.
This will come out to the 20.
Zaire Wilson with the receiving touchdown on the last drive on kind of a bullshit play.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. And
This is a give to Pollard,
To stay in that groove here this go around.
and he picks up 7.
Nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
that's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play,
This is a play fake. Dak looking, and he's brought down for the sack by Montez Sweat.
there's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week
2nd and short, they were looking to take a shot.
of the season.
Instead, it results in a sack. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 11.
Feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Prescott.
And Dak goes down again. This time it's Chase Young.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively.
And we force another 3 and out following a touchdown drive. Devontae Miller back to return another punt.
Helping this quarterback
He will take this from about the 32.
game. He's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to
He only gets to the 39.
So here is Washington.
Still decent starting field position.
Fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard
Here's
line.
Tolliver.
And he
picks up
sneaks
2.
his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I'm going to put Knight back in.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. Al down to throw it.
And it's a quick pass and caught by Rayshawn Nash. I thought that got picked off for a second.
Gets into enemy territory.
And we end up picking up the first.
It's a first
Past midfield. Another give to Zonovan Knight. Knight with another nice carry. 3 carries, 3 first downs. We traded for Knight with the Minnesota Vikings. We sent John Harris, who is our 4th or 5th receiver over there.
to the O-line there. 2 tight
And so far, really liking the return.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get...
This carry not as successful, though, as he goes backwards. Loses a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Let's put Tolliver back in.
Line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Rashawn Nash somehow holds on to that. Picks up 5 or 6. He'll be 3rd and 5 now.
You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Howell.
Gonna go to Devontae Miller here, and he picks up the first down to the 21-yard line. Picks up a gain of 10. That's good for the first.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we
Here's
saw
Tolliver, and nowhere to run. He loses a yard.
spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off play action. It's Howell.
And this pass is going to be hauled in by Terry McLaurin down to the 6-yard line.
To a 4-yard shy of the 5. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive.
1st and goal from the 6.
And that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another
Tolliver
first down.
try to cut it up the middle.
A little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I'm going to put Zonovan Knight back in.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They're not covering Knight,
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
or Miller, I should say, who scores the touchdown. Devontae Miller finds the end zone for the 2nd straight week.
Able to extend their lead.
And it's a 2-score game.
They're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Sly on for the extra point.
And it is 17-7 with 4 minutes to go here in the first half, following a 10-play, 61-yard drive.
Touchdown for Washington. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And the Cowboys will start their 4th drive off at the 25. Tony Pollard running the ball pretty well against us.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. So the drive
And another give to Pollard, and he has another huge hole. And he's down all the way past the 40 to the 41, a gain of 16.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right?
And that pass is hauled in by Wilson again. Pick up 9.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Prescott now from the
And that's a quick pass, and that's hauled in by Addison Miller. He's brought down immediately, but not before picking up the first down.
They got to completion there. That's clearly an example. One side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Prescott on first down.
And this is a busted screenplay, and Chase Young finds Dak Prescott for the 3rd time today.
And again, that's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
I believe this is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning, and it will.
Hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We do receive the second half kickoff.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Prescott to throw.
Dak looking, and he finds C.D. Lamb, and C.D. Lamb with a ton of space.
Nice pick up there.
And he gets a lot of yardage back.
For third. Running is Washington will try and hurry.
We're going to take a timeout.
Washington now
I'm unprepared.
first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun.
And this pass over the middle, and that's complete. That's Devin Duvernay, and he's going to score.
Devin Duvernay.
A missed tackle by both of our safeties, and the Cowboys are back in it.
Within a score. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a
And it is 17-14.
because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case,
Gonna make sure I have Tolliver back in.
the end zone and made it pay off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
We'll just let that one land in the end zone. Take the touchback.
The back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Sam Howell and the rest of this offense running back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love
Gonna start off with a run here. Jonathan Tolliver. That's why we start off with a run, because he has a huge hole, and he hits it hard for a gain of 15. We have some time to kill. Kind of wish I had some better plays to call here. We're going to call a screen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Howell.
Tolliver on the screen. Get out of bounds. Our fat-ass linemen keep getting in the way. But we pick up 9 and stop the clock.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Another give to Tolliver. Doesn't pick up a lot, but picks up enough for the first. Out past midfield. We're going to go no huddle here.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Pass is complete. Rayshawn Nash picks up 7. We'll take our second timeout. We're in borderline field goal range.
Stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down. Howell now.
Pass is complete to Luke Cole. And we'll take our third and final timeout here.
Timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now throwing on first down here. He's going to let this
Oh,
go.
what a terrible fucking pass by Howell. And we get a flag. Are we going to get pass interference on that?
And the contact
We are. A terrible pass results in pass interference. I meant to do that.
to the pass.
I meant to do that, obviously.
But the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Now he'll look to throw it.
And Sam Howell misses an open Luke Cole.
Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Another throw for Howell.
And Jonathan Tolliver with the touchdown catch.
Washington.
And it's a 2-score game once again.
As the first half is winding down, and the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point.
And it's a 10-point game.
Good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time.
See if we can force a return here.
This first half as the kicks away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 10 seconds left, not
And they are going to give this one to Pollard.
an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
1 second left to go.
They were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was
Yeah, thanks, man.
a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up.
Thanks for tuning in.
Forcing the incompletion.
Dak looking. He's going to throw this one to a wide open CeeDee Lamb, who makes the catch, which pads the stats, but that's going to be the end of the first half. 24-14. I'll take it.
With the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first,
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest.
Okay.
Push right through
So,
halftime and back at it for the
I had
second
blitz
quarter.
counter on. I don't think we've been sacked at all. So, I think I'm going to keep that on. I think overall, I mean, they are down by 2 scores. I think we have to stick to defending the medium pass, although Tony Pollard has kind of cooked us on the ground.
Outside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon,
But
set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half about
we have a 2-score lead. We'd love to make it a 3-score lead.
as we are back under
After this possession, Connor Highsmith plowing through the middle. Good return, gets it out to the 28.
5 and up to the 28-yard line. And we get a stoppage because, as you can
Who got
see,
hurt? I wasn't paying attention.
in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out there, set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, for them, a pretty good first half on the ground.
Starts with a give to Tolliver, and he has a big hole up the middle. Almost picks up 10, second in inches.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second.
Am I a Commanders fan? I am not. I'm actually a New England Patriots fan.
Component of their offense. And
Playing Madden 24, and at the time, the Commanders were, in my opinion, in the worst position in football.
it sets up
That's why I'm rebuilding them as we go play action here. And we're lucky to get that one away. Yeah, that's why Sam Howell's still my quarterback and not Jaden Daniels. James Cotton was the one who got hurt. One of our special teams receivers, whatever, stay in the game. 3rd and inches.
It wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Just pick up the first, please. And he doesn't.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Calling no gain there.
We're going for it.
From this vantage point,
All right, we are doing our version of the tush push. The fullback dive.
If you go for it, you don't.
They are pinching inside.
Put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will
Quick
decide
snap.
to do here on 4th.
And he doesn't get it, and he loses the football.
Oh, it's loose. And this is going to be recovered by
And the Cowboys are going to recover and take over in great starting field position.
down. That becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come
Well,
back
that
to a
didn't work.
spot fumble. And that will mean that's going to wind
That
up
is
being a turnover.
not the kind of start we wanted.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side.
And this pass is going to be knocked away by Emmanuel Forbes. A touchdown saving a deflection there.
Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd.
This pass down the left side is going to be incomplete. Looking for Zaire Wilson with Jalen Watson in coverage. And it's going to be 3rd down. Third and 10.
It's Prescott.
Dak looking. He is going to take off. And he picks up 7 to make it a little closer.
Rounded about the 23. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time.
See if they're going to go for it. They will not. They're going to bring out the field goal unit. This will make it a 1-score game.
And he had the marker in his sight, but I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly.
And the kick is up, and it is good. It's 24-17.
To make a decision with his 4th down call.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 to a starting field position like that. 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder.
Good stand by our defense there.
Continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get.
Connor Highsmith will return this one from a yard or 2 deep.
And here comes a return from just beyond.
He only gets it to the 21.
He'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down.
Tolliver again.
To make it pay off,
Only picks up a yard.
pay homage to the defense and have their own drop.
I go ahead and put Zonovan Knight in.
For themselves.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Howell.
That pass is held on to by Rayshawn Nash in traffic. And he picks up the 1st down.
13 yards there at a Washington 1st.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide.
Here's Knight again. Only picks up 3. 2nd and 7.
For an easy completion and a 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that pass is picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Aw, what are the odds?
There, not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
How does he catch that? That's an insane interception.
From the Cowboys.
And now the Cowboys take over in good starting field position once again.
6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Here's a give to Pollard. Picks up a yard.
They don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And I think that's a false start. And it is. So that will back them up 5 yards.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw.
And this is going to be a screen. It's complete to Pollard, and he only picks up a couple yards.
On the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
There's Prescott.
And Dak goes down. It's Chase Young again. 3.5 sacks.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple
And we are going to force a Cowboys punt.
They just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys.
And we just missed the punt block there. And that's going to be a pretty good punt. It goes out of bounds at the 2.
It's been a variety.
Can't really get much better than that.
So out comes Washington's offense to take. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular.
Got Roshan Johnson in the backfield.
After throwing their first interception.
Now our 3rd string running back. We're going to give it to him. Give us some breathing room. Pick up 3 yards. We'll take it.
They hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That pass is complete. Terry McLaurin trying to turn up field. Can't quite get it though.
Double and pick up 6.
It'll be 3rd and inches.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Give to Zonovan Knight. He has a big hole and he picks up the 1st down.
As he's up to his 17-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Another give for Zonovan Knight. Picks up 5, and Micah Parsons is injured on the play. Good. I'm allowed to say that. This is a video game. I'm not wishing injury on him in real life.
And we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Powell.
Get that one away to Luke Cole. Down to the 30. Let's go ahead and put Jonathan Tolliver back in.
Drag route on is your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jonathan Tolliver picks up 3.
And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right?
Gonna try a screen here.
Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Tolliver, and he has a ton of space. Jonathan Tolliver picks up the 1st down to the 45. Gain of 12.
Time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Tolliver again runs right into a defender just shy of midfield. 2nd and 5.
5 yards up.
Put Zonovan Knight back in.
Pick up on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Hal to throw on second down.
It's Rayshawn Nash. Just enough for the first. Picks up 6.
Good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback.
Zonovan Knight again. Picks up 6.
To pick him out and deliver.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Gonna go play action here.
Howell.
And that pass is wide of Terry McLaurin. Incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd and 4. This is a pretty big play here.
Here's Howell.
And that pass is picked off again by Trayvon Diggs. Where did he come from?
By Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own.
Where did he come from?
So this offense moving the ball well.
I should have just tucked that and ran myself.
But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball.
He ran all the way from the other side of the field.
Decision to throw things off the rails.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a 6-yard
Pollard
gain
dives forward for 6.
43.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They don't snap the ball, so at the end of 3, it's 24-17.
Come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
And that pass is going to be complete to Wilson for no gain.
Takes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Pass completion for no gain. Not something you want to call up on the playbook too often.
Most offense coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
That pass is going to be dropped by Tony Pollard. We luck out that time. And the Cowboys are going to punt this one away again. Another good stand by our defense.
Now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far.
The kick's away. Devontae Miller from about the 9.
Taken in at the 11.
Gets us to the 22.
Time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over.
Need Jonathan Tolliver in.
1st and 10. The 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 22. They'll start this drive out.
Give to Tolliver. Picks up 5.
Down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking
Another pass to Tolliver out of the backfield. Jonathan Tolliver shreds a tackler all the way down to the 43.
Takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
Third straight touch for Tolliver, but this one goes backwards. He loses a yard.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Gonna take him out.
Defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz. He's going to win that battle just about every time.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes. So they can't.
Here's Devontae Miller, and Devontae Miller picks up some nice yards after the catch, all the way down to the 37. Good for the first.
They got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
This will be carry number 10 for Zonovan Knight, and it goes nowhere. Excuse me, that's carry number 9.
Von Bell up to make the tackle.
2nd and 10.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And Howe will throw it.
And a nice catch by Devontae Miller down to the 11-yard line.
Good for 26 and a first down.
We audibled him for a streak. Basically made the makeshift four verts route.
Could sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
We're going to go chew clock here.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
All right, this is carry number 10 for Zonovan Knight, and it goes nowhere.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Got to put Tolliver back in.
Mark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Give to Tolliver, and we had to cut that back up the middle just to pick up a yard.
Down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Howe throwing on 3rd down here.
We're going to take off with Sam Howell, and we get down to the 3-yard line.
He's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
We have to take the field goal here.
Yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field.
I may very well take the delay of game penalty here. Back us up 5 yards.
Score game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And they'll accept that penalty.
Back us up 5 yards.
Trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from
Joey Sly with a little 25-yard field goal. It's up and good. Makes it a 10-point game, so we're up by 2 scores now.
So that's CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go. But
It looks like we're going to force a return here.
Started the drive, get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able
And
to
it was a
get
good
done.
decision. Sheds a little bit of time off the clock. And they start this drive off at the 22.
Back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
And this is a quick pass complete to Pollard out of the backfield. He picks up 2.
Shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Prescott.
Dak looking to throw. Throws it to the right side, and it's incomplete.
Side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the side.
3rd and 8.
Just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this.
3rd and 8.
This is 3rd and 8 from the shotgun. It's Prescott.
Dak looking towards the right side, and it's incomplete. Knocked away by Emmanuel Forbes. And we'll see what the Cowboys do here.
They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion.
They're going to go for it.
They're going for more.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
4th and 8.
Here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott.
And this is a quick pass, and it's hauled in by Addison Miller for the 1st down, but he's injured on the play.
Across the 35.
So you got to ask yourself, was that worth it?
Remember the Cowboys.
2nd star Cowboy to go down in this game, but the Cowboys do pick up a huge first.
We'll take a short break. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And again, it's Prescott.
Dak throws it on the run. The pass is picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
Intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the return
His first of the year.
39-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not.
So we take over an excellent field position. Would love to put this game on ice. Start off with a give to Tolliver. He picks up 8 on his 20th carry of the game.
On 2nd down.
You know what, let's give Devin Purnell, our rookie, a carry here.
How many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established.
First career carry for Purnell, and he picks up a yard, but Sam Cosme is injured on the play.
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're
So now both of our offensive tackles are out.
big fellas, have a little vision and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
So I now believe we have Walter Callahan. Both of our backup tackles are out there. And Purnell doesn't pick up a lot, but he picks up the first.
The Commanders' first down is able to
And it's a bruised sternum, the good old Madden concussion for Sam Cosme.
Defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down. We all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game.
Third straight carry for Purnell. Picks up 3 that time.
They'll talk about after this one.
Game's not over yet. Let's give Roshan Johnson some carries.
2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Here's Johnson.
Keep them from locking down and
Picks up 4, and that should bring us to the 2-minute warning.
to the challenge.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
2 minutes to go. We're up by 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Johnson again. Picks up the first down. Cowboys take their first time out.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 5 points of contact.
And Roschon Johnson with the carry. Roschon Johnson makes a man miss and finds the end zone for the touchdown. Roschon Johnson from 17 yards out. And we put this game on ice. And Joey Sly drills the PAT.
And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out.
Yeah, I'm going to do what I would do as a coach. We're up by 3 scores at this point in the game. Let's put some backups in. Or actually, let's put Myron Murphy in. Let's go with Gibson. You know, let's put Stephen Levy in. That's all we'll do. We'll put our backup defensive line in.
As their offense gets set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total
This
loss.
pass is going to be intercepted by Emmanuel Forbes again. His second interception. He couldn't let Trayvon Diggs show him up. And that is going to almost be your ball game. You know what? We're going to let Daniel Jones take some snaps. Give some backups a chance here.
All sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football.
Does look like we need to pick up at least one more first down to put this game on ice. Here's Purnell, picks up 3. Cowboys aren't even going to bother taking a timeout. And if you're... Listen, I'm not going to try to score a touchdown now, but I'm not going to not try either.
All you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Nowhere to run for Purnell. 3rd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, that didn't work.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Fuck it, we're going for it.
The offense staying
Game's
out
over
there.
anyways.
Prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Mitch Crawford has it. Mitch Crawford scores a touchdown. Fuck you, Cowboys. Oh wait, we don't have to kick the extra point. Well, the game knows that I'm bullying them, so. Well, we hang 40.
Understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea where the top speed
The Cowboys left the field.
sports cars, what's the top gear you can
Reminds me of that story of Adam Vinatieri with the Patriots in the late 90s. I think, who was it against? I think it was against the Bills. The Bills left the field after losing on a questionable play. And they all left the field, but they had to legally go for the extra point. And Adam Vinatieri was like, nope, you're going to snap it to me and I'm going to run it in for 2. I want a 2-point conversion to my name. Except we didn't get to do that. All right, so Sam Howell, another good game. 22 of 30, 268 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Both of those were ridiculous interceptions by Trayvon Diggs. Daniel Jones, perfect passer rating, 1 for 1, 29 yards, 1 touchdown on that last play of the game. Jonathan Tolliver, 20 for 80. Zonovan Knight, he's been a really good pickup for us, a good quality pickup, 10 for 53. Devin Purnell couldn't really find any space. Roshan Johnson found the end zone, though, 4 for 29. Sethan Carter, we tried a fullback dive with him. He lost 2 yards. And he ended up fumbling, too. Rayshawn Nash went 5 for 44. Devontae Miller, 5 for 71 and a touchdown. Tolliver, 5 for 51 and a touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 4 for 72 and a touchdown. Luke Cole added on 2 for 16. And Mitch Crawford, 2 for 43, including that last play touchdown. Defensively, Cameron Curl led the way with 9 tackles. Jalen Watson was the next closest with 6. Chase Young, 4 TFLs, 1 each for Jonathan Allen and Montez Sweat. 3.5 sacks for Chase Young, a sack for Montez Sweat, half a sack for Jonathan Allen, and 2 interceptions for Emmanuel Forbes. Looking at how the Cowboys did, Dak went 13 of 22 for 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Pollard went 10 for 79, so even though he only had 10 carries, he ran on us pretty good. Zaire Wilson, 4 for 44 and a touchdown. Got off to a hot start against us, but then we were able to neutralize him. Addison Miller, 3 for 25. Devin Duvernay, 2 for 48, including a big touchdown, 43 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 2 for 49. So we did a good job neutralizing him. Pollard had 2 for 4. 17 tackles for Leighton Vander Esch, 13 for Martin Melvin, 12 for Brian Aragon, 10 for Johnny Lowry. We only got sacked once, half a sack by Micah Parsons and Mozzie Smith, 2 interceptions by Trayvon Diggs. Very good team win. Wasn't perfect. It was pretty close for, 3.5 quarters there before we ultimately had to step on their throats. And we move to 1-1 as we have some upgrades here. Matt Burst, our 3rd string tight end. We'll go possession, sure, why not? Owen Perkins, our starting right guard. What do I want him to improve on? See, I feel like he's just not that good, if I'm being completely honest with you. We'll go pass protector, sure. Luke Cole, our rookie receiver. We're going to upgrade his slot ability, even though it's not his archetype. And Jonathan Tolliver. Yeah, we're going to go elusive back here. Upgrade him to an 85 overall, which will unlock one of his Superstar X Factor abilities. I'll decide on that later. We'll talk about our rivalry game here. A lot of coaches say to only celebrate a win or sulk over a loss for 24 hours. When you beat one of your most hated rivals, I think it's okay to, I don't know, it moved on. I'm not that fast of a reader. All right, let's go ahead and advance the week as we improve to 1-1. Yeah, really good team win there. Sam Howell looked really good. Tolliver, ran hard. You know, he's our workhorse in the backfield. He had 20 carries and also had a few catches, including a receiving touchdown. None of our receivers were kind of like a receiver by committee, so to speak. Speaking of by committee, Zonovan Knight ran the ball pretty hard. Roshan Johnson had a nice rushing touchdown. None of our receivers really stood out, but everyone contributed at least a little bit. Our offensive line played excellent. Our defense played really well overall. Very good team win. And next week we are going to take on the Atlanta Falcons, as a bunch of my practice squad players were signed yet again. We have a breakout defensive back. I'm wondering if it's going to be Emmanuel Forbes, who got upgraded to Superstar Dev. Might have a chance to go X Factor here. But anyways, back to reality here. I am planning on doing at least one more stream next week. My next men's stream will be against the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see if I can sneak 2 in there. I don't usually talk about my personal life when I stream, but for those of you wondering, I ended up going back to college this year. I started back in January, which is part of the reason why I'm not really streaming as much. In the spring semester from January to May, I was able to keep a somewhat consistent schedule, but I'm taking summer classes right now that are about to come to an end. And yes, summer classes are not for the weak. I don't have a lot of time, so that's why we haven't seen Commanders franchise as much. No, I did not forget about White Sox franchise. If you guys used to tune into that, I need to admittedly get back into it. And I am kind of thinking about doing another project, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But anyways, next time, Commanders, Falcons, live stream. Be there. Thanks. Good night.